Hi there, good morning. Pastor Brian from Bayside, Folsom campus. Hope you're well today. I was reading Exodus chapter 14 the other day, this incredible chapter. You should read it sometime. It's a story of Israel escaping from Egypt. They're escaping the captivity. They're fleeing for their lives. They're out of there. And they come to this certain place where they're running out of real estate. And verse 10 of Exodus chapter 14, I'm going to read this to you. Here's what the Bible says. As Pharaoh approached, the people of Israel looked up and panicked when they saw the Egyptians overtaking them. And what happened to the Israelites on that day is the same thing that often happens to us. We get overwhelmed by the size, the scope, the scale of our circumstances instead of remembering the size, the scope, and the magnitude of our God. I used to train high-end retriever dogs for a professional dog trainer, and there was this one test that we would have that would determine if the dog was ready to go back to its owner or not. Early on a Saturday morning, we would set up the course. We would set the dog's master about a quarter mile away from the dog, who was always right next to me. And in between the dog's master and the dog, we would set up a whole bunch of dead birds. Now, these are retrievers. They were born and they were bred to retrieve. And at the command, the owner would call that dog to him. Now, we'd known we had done our job if the dog beelined straight for the owner, ignoring every single one of those dead birds between him and the owner. We'd know that we'd failed if the dog even stopped and sniffed one single one of those birds. And friends, it works the exact same way with us. What if today, instead of focusing on your circumstances, your problems, your challenges, your worst case scenario, what if instead we did what the author of the Hebrews tells us to do? Chapter 12, verse 2, fix your eyes on Jesus. So what if we, instead of focusing on our circumstances, our what ifs, and our worst case scenarios, what if we instead focused on God's goodness to us in the past? How good has He been to you again and again and again? His nearness to you right now, and His power to help you in the future going forward.